Drink this every night before bed and watch your blood pressure drop in just 5 days. Sound too good to be true? Well, what if I told you that one small addition to your nighttime routine could help relax your arteries, balance your nervous system, and possibly reduce your risk of a heart attack, all while you sleep? What's this powerful drink? Why does it work so fast? And more importantly, how can something so simple make such a noticeable impact so quickly? Stay with me, because the answers might surprise you, and they might just change your nightly routine forever. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You won't want to miss more videos that could change the way you look at your health starting tonight. Let's begin with something you might never have realized. Your blood pressure doesn't just rise because of what you eat or how much salt is in your diet. It rises when your body is under stress, when your arteries stiffen with age, when your blood vessels are inflamed, and when the delicate balance between sodium and potassium is thrown off. What most people don't know is that the time when your body has the most power to repair this damage is at night, specifically in the last few hours before sleep and during the deepest stages of rest. That's when your blood vessels relax, your heart rate slows, and if you give your body the right support, that's when your blood pressure can begin to normalize naturally. Now here's the fascinating part. There's a drink that supports this process perfectly. It's not some magic potion. It's not a pharmaceutical. It's a combination of ingredients backed by science that work in harmony with your body's nightly repair mechanisms. It's calming, it's nourishing, and best of all, it tastes good. But before I reveal the exact ingredients, you need to understand what's happening inside your blood vessels and why so many people over the age of 50 start waking up with high blood pressure even if they went to bed feeling just fine. As we age, our arteries lose flexibility. That stiffness, often caused by oxidative stress, chronic inflammation, and long-term exposure to poor dietary habits, means the heart has to push harder to move blood through the body. That's why your systolic blood pressure, the top number, often creeps higher over the years. But the good news is, this process is not set in stone. Numerous studies have shown that certain nutrients like magnesium, potassium, polyphenols, and natural nitrates can restore flexibility to your arteries. They reduce inflammation. They ease tension in your vascular walls. And that's where this nighttime drink comes in. So, what exactly is in it? The core ingredient may already be in your kitchen, beetroot. But not just any beetroot preparation. When prepared the right way, blended raw or juiced and consumed at the ideal time, beetroot becomes one of the most effective natural sources of dietary nitrates. Once consumed, those nitrates are converted into nitric oxide in your body. And what does nitric oxide do? It signals your blood vessels to relax and widen. That reduces resistance. That helps lower blood pressure, sometimes in as little as a few hours. But here's the kicker. When consumed consistently before bed, the effects compound, and within about 5 days, many people report noticeable changes. Still with me? Because we're just getting started. You see, nitric oxide production declines as we age. That's part of the reason blood pressure tends to rise in older adults. But beetroot isn't working alone in this nighttime drink. It's paired with magnesium, often in the form of magnesium glycinate or citrate, which not only supports over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, but also plays a key role in regulating blood pressure by relaxing the muscles in your blood vessels. It also calms the nervous system, helping your body transition into a deeper, more restorative sleep. And yes, sleep itself plays a role in blood pressure management. When you're sleep-deprived or struggling with poor sleep quality, your cortisol levels stay elevated. That stress hormone keeps your blood pressure high and makes it harder for your body to engage in the repair it desperately needs overnight. But when you consume this drink, especially with the right kind of magnesium, your sleep tends to improve. Not only because magnesium helps regulate melatonin, the sleep hormone, but because of the blood pressure-lowering effects of nitric oxide and the calming effect of a well-chosen herbal blend. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about people on medications? Is it safe? Can it interfere? The answer here is important. If you're on blood pressure medication, you should always talk to your doctor before introducing any supplement or natural therapy that could enhance its effect. But what makes this drink so remarkable is that it works with your body, not against it. It's not designed to override your medication, but rather to support the natural processes that may already be struggling to do their job. And I haven't Even told you the most surprising part. There's one more ingredient, one that makes a huge difference but is rarely talked about. It's tart cherry juice. Not only is it naturally rich in melatonin, which helps regulate sleep, but it also contains powerful anthocyanins, a type of antioxidant that fights inflammation, supports nitric oxide production, and even helps with recovery from physical stress. In fact, studies have shown that drinking tart cherry juice can help reduce both systolic and diastolic blood pressure in adults with hypertension. It's that powerful. And when combined with beetroot and magnesium, the synergy is almost too good to be true. So here's how you prepare this nightly drink. In a blender or shaker, combine half a cup of raw beet juice or pureed beetroot, half a cup of unsweetened tart cherry juice, and 200 to 300 milligrams of magnesium glycinate dissolved in warm water. Mix it thoroughly. Drink it about 45 minutes before bedtime. That's it. But don't just drink it, feel it. After just 1 or 2 nights, many people notice deeper sleep, less nighttime waking, more relaxed muscles, and by the 5th night, that's when the blood pressure readings often start to show the change. You might be wondering, how can something so simple be so effective? Well, sometimes it's not about doing more, it's about doing the right thing at the right time. This drink isn't a cure-all. It won't replace healthy eating, regular activity, or good sleep hygiene. But it is a powerful tool, a nightly habit that works in harmony with everything your body is already trying to do. And the best part? There's no downside, no side effects, just better blood flow, better sleep, and the chance to wake up every day feeling just a little more in control of your health. Still curious? Good, because this is the part most people never hear. There's another reason this drink is so effective, and it has nothing to do with your arteries. It has to do with your kidneys. You see, your kidneys are responsible for filtering excess fluid and waste from your blood and regulating sodium and potassium levels. When you support your kidneys, at night, you help manage your body's fluid balance more effectively. And that's exactly what happens when you include potassium-rich foods like beetroot and tart cherry, both of which contribute to healthy sodium-potassium ratios. Over time, when you eat a diet heavy in processed foods, rich in sodium but lacking in potassium, your kidneys struggle to eliminate excess fluid. That means more volume in your blood vessels, more pressure. But when you tip the scales in favor of potassium and hydrate effectively with mineral-rich drinks like this one, you help your kidneys offload that burden. The result? Lower blood volume, lower resistance, lower pressure. It's not magic, it's biochemistry. And your body is already built to do the work. You're just giving it the support it needs. The final benefit? Something few people talk about when it comes to blood pressure. Your mood. Yes, mood. When your blood pressure normalizes, when your sleep improves, when your circulation increases, it affects your brain. It affects your ability to think clearly, to feel calm, to face the day with less anxiety. And that's what this drink really delivers. Not just better numbers on a screen, but a better experience of life. And I haven't even touched on how this nighttime ritual can reduce nighttime leg cramps, help regulate heart rhythm, and even ease morning headaches in people who suffer from blood pressure-related tension. But all of that is part of the same story. Your body wants to heal. You just have to give it the right environment. If you're over 50 and your joints ache when you get out of bed, go upstairs or just try to enjoy a walk. It's not your age, and it's not your fault. The real issue? Your body's running out of a natural substance that cushions your joints like a shock absorber. And most supplements out there, glucosamine, collagen, all of it, don't fix this. But now, researchers have discovered a breakthrough that can actually restore what your joints are missing. And people in their 60s, 70s, even 80s are seeing real relief. If you're feeling stiff, sore, or weaker lately, stop guessing. Check the link in the pinned comment now. When your body experiences something beneficial on multiple levels, it doesn't just respond, it adapts. It begins to shift in subtle ways, recalibrating your internal systems. And this is where the true magic happens, because you're not just lowering blood pressure, you're upgrading your overall health without even needing to change your entire lifestyle overnight. Let's talk about something we often forget. Routine. Your body loves rhythm. It thrives on cycles, waking, sleeping, eating, and yes, healing. The beauty of this nightly drink isn't just in the ingredients, it's in the timing. Drinking it consistently before bed creates a rhythm that teaches your body when to calm down, when to let go of tension, and when to start the work of repair. It's like gently tapping your body on the shoulder and saying, "Hey, it's time to heal." And here's a detail that often gets overlooked but is absolutely critical. Most people with high blood pressure have something called nocturnal hypertension. That means their blood pressure doesn't drop at night like it's supposed to. For healthy individuals, nighttime is when blood pressure naturally dips, giving the cardiovascular system a break. But for many with high blood pressure, especially older adults, this dip doesn't happen. The heart keeps working overtime, even while you sleep. That's why this bedtime ritual is so powerful. It restores that natural dip, the one your heart so desperately needs to protect itself. Let's go deeper into the science for a moment, because I know some of you are wondering, why haven't I heard about this from my doctor? It's a good question. The answer lies partly in the difference between treating symptoms and supporting systems. In conventional medicine, we often focus on reducing the number on the blood pressure cuff, and that's important. But sometimes we forget that the goal isn't just lower pressure, it's better function, healthier arteries, improved circulation, reduced risk of stroke or heart failure, better quality of life. And that's exactly what this drink helps with. It doesn't mask the symptoms. It works with the root mechanisms: vascular tension, inflammation, nitric oxide production, hormonal balance, fluid regulation, and even nervous system relaxation. That's why people not only see their blood pressure readings improve, they feel better, they breathe easier, they sleep deeper, they wake up more refreshed. And over time, they start to notice other surprising benefits too, like less morning stiffness. That's not a coincidence. Magnesium and potassium both help with muscle relaxation, while antioxidants in beets and tart cherries reduce systemic inflammation. The result? Easier movement, fewer aches, even fewer nighttime cramps or restless legs, something that keeps many older adults from getting a full night's sleep. And speaking of sleep, did you know that poor sleep is now recognized as a major contributor to heart disease and hypertension? Studies show that people who consistently sleep less than 6 hours a night are at a much higher risk for heart attacks and strokes. This drink supports sleep not just through magnesium and melatonin precursors, but also by reducing internal stress on the body. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard. Your brain isn't fighting cortisol. Your vessels aren't resisting blood flow. Everything slows down, everything gets softer, and you finally get the kind of sleep that restores instead of just resting. Now, if you've ever felt overwhelmed by health advice, do this, don't do that, avoid this food, take this supplement, you're not alone. But the reason this nightly drink works so well is because it cuts through the noise. It's not about restriction, it's about addition. You're not being told to stop everything. You're simply being invited to add one small, enjoyable ritual to your night. Something warm, something comforting, something that tells your body, it's safe to let go now. And here's something else you might not expect. Emotional regulation. Yes, really. There's a strong connection between blood pressure and emotional health. Anxiety, frustration, even chronic low-level worry. These all elevate blood pressure. But what happens when you slow down before bed? When you nourish your body with calming nutrients and you sleep better, your ability to regulate emotions improves. You don't react so strongly to stress the next day. Your heart rate stays steadier. Your blood pressure responds more gracefully to life's little surprises. That's why this drink is not just about physical healing, it's about emotional resilience. It becomes a signal, a trigger for relaxation. And in a world filled with alerts, notifications, and endless stimulation, that kind of signal is more valuable than ever. Still wondering how quickly this works? Let me explain what happens over the course of 5 days. On night 1, most people simply sleep better. That's a win on its own. By night 2 or 3, you might notice fewer trips to the bathroom, a sign that your kidneys are adjusting and fluid balance is improving. By night 4, some people say their limbs feel lighter, less puffy, less achy. And by day 5, that's when the blood pressure monitor often starts showing the change. It's not always dramatic, but it's real. A few points down, a smoother pattern, and most importantly, a trend in the right direction. You may be asking, is this enough to stop medication? And let's be clear, this drink is not a substitute for medical advice or treatment, but it is a complement, a safe, natural support system. And many people who begin this habit, especially in conjunction with other lifestyle improvements, find that over time, They can reduce their reliance on medications under their doctor's guidance. And this is what it's really about. Control. Not just of your blood pressure, but of your life. When you make one small, intentional change like this, it opens the door to more. You start noticing how food affects your energy. You start wanting to move more, breathe deeper, stress less. And it all starts with a simple drink. Now, I'd be missing something huge if I didn't talk about one last critical piece: consistency. This drink only works if you use it, not just once, not just when you remember, but every night. The same way you brush your teeth, the same way you turn off the lights. It becomes a ritual, and rituals are powerful because over time, they rewire your body. Your brain starts anticipating it. Your blood vessels respond more quickly, your sleep deepens even faster, and your results get better and better. Think of it as momentum. Every night, your body gets a little better at doing what it was designed to do. It heals, it restores, it recalibrates. You're not forcing anything. You're simply giving your body the tools it needs to do the job it already wants to do. So here's what I want you to do tonight. Not tomorrow, tonight. Prepare this drink, set aside 10 minutes, turn off your screens, sip it slowly, breathe deeply, then go to bed. That's all. Do this for 5 nights. And watch what happens. Watch your numbers. Watch your sleep. Watch how you feel. And if you feel a difference, come back. Let us know in the comments, because your story could inspire someone else to take control of their health too. That's the real power here. Not in the drink itself, but in the decision to care, to act, to take back what belongs to you: a healthy heart, a calm mind, and restful sleep. And if you're ready for more simple, powerful ways to support your health naturally, there's another video on screen right now that will blow your mind. Click it, and I'll see you there.